Brother Maynard, bring up the holy hand grenade. 1, 2, 5. 3, sir. 3.
Arm yourselves, America. This is Defenders Live.
Here comes the danger up in this club. When we get started, man, we ain't gonna stop. We gonna turn it out till it gets too hot. Everybody sing, hey, oh. Tell 'em turn it out till they can't no more. Let's get this thing shaking like a disco ball. This is the last one that I'm gonna see go. I am not afraid of the storm that comes my way.
Happy Monday, everybody.
You sound very happy.
I am happy.
Are you sure?
No, I'm not. But
well,
that's for a
don't-
myriad of other reasons, and that's
just
not the
don't
point.
lie.
Today is Monday.
let's just not lie.
Today is Monday. No, today's a crappy day.
We're not going to start with lie.
No, it's not. It's a crappy day for me, but it's not none of y'all's business right now. We're not
Crappy
going to-
days are here again.
Monday's over.
Yes,
Well, it will be as soon
will
as
be
the
after the
show's
show's
over. And until then,
it's still Monday.
we are Defenders Live. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us.
Yes.
Beginning of the week, go to doaeshow.com for everything that is Defenders. That would be all of the archives, or what's left of the archives.
Yes.
You can also go to the shop. You can go over there and pick up a shirt or something. You know, that's always fun to do. Also, check out mojo50.com, which is the one place that you want to be. If you're not checking out our website, you have to go there because they have us as well as everyone else. I mean, and I'm talking everyone else. You get the Izzos and the Brad Staggses and
Right, and all the rest of it.
and all the rest of it, the Jen Torreses and the Sam Sorbos,
all the amazing
all
hosts.
of the hosts.
Hosts that are so
many
much better than us. I mean,
Oh dear God, yes, that's why.
Jeez,
that's
why do
why
you
we're
think
at
we're on
the
the
end.
end? Yeah.
So, and it's okay, but yeah, mojo50.com. You can also follow us on all the social medias. Primarily
We're
the
on the end.
oh yeah.
Missed that.
Primarily, we hang out at the Twitters, the Facebooks, and the MeWes, but you can catch us everywhere, all at DOAE Show. Use the hashtag arm yourselves. It doesn't matter how you spell it. Just spell it arm yourselves. With an
What it means
LVE.
is capitalizing. Doesn't matter how you capitalize.
Yeah, it doesn't matter the the capitalization. Thank you. I told you, this is jacked
It's a
up.
Monday.
It's a jacked up daggone day.
It's a
for
Monday.
sure.
That's all.
But anyway, am I
That's a
forgetting something? Oh, we got...
Yes, you know this guy.
Yes, the raffle that we did the other day. We're still waiting
For you to claim your prize.
for someone to claim your prize.
You have
Now,
to claim it by today.
Yes.
If you claim it anytime before the show tomorrow, I'm still good. But at the same point in time, you have
Yeah.
to claim it before then. 534-149. 534-149. If you do not claim it before tomorrow's show, we will be drawing again.
Yep.
And this will continue until somebody
Until
claims
somebody wins. And
And trust me, I have the numbers, but I want you to participate. I want to know you're actually listening to the show.
yes, if you don't respond, then
I'm
because
not
we know
giving
who
it to
won.
you. Yeah,
We know.
we know.
But-
I'm not giving it to you until you respond.
It's like when you find a wallet. You're not just going to hand it to just any old jackwagon. Like they need to.
Right.
Well, what are the contents of
Right.
your wallet? You have to actually.
Once again, we keep track. We kept track of everything.
Oh, yeah.
I know whose it is, but
Come get your prize.
come get your prize. If you don't want it, that's fine. We'll give it to somebody else.
What was the number? One last time, just in case.
534-149.
534
534-149.
149. That's what
There
I was
you
going
go.
to say. That's what I was going to say. Oh, my goodness.
There you
Oh, my
are.
goodness. It is Monday. Holy God, it's
It
Monday.
is Monday.
Praise God, it's almost over.
It's almost over.
I hate today.
Hey, guess what?
Chicken butt. Oh, sorry.
No. Broke men are now the newest reason why women's marriage proposals are hurting.
And we have to give credit to...
Prospects. Sorry, prospects.
Yeah, prospects. We have to give credit to...
I was the one that found it, dude.
but you found this. You weren't... Were you the one that showed it, or was...
Yeah.
Oh, I read that
I just
wrong.
showed it to Carrie.
Okay,
I was
never
like,
mind.
hey, Carrie, look.
I thought it was around. I thought I read it. She did it. Okay,
No,
never
no,
mind.
no,
I was about
no.
to give Carrie credit. Never mind.
Nope. Sorry. That was me.
Okay, well then, by all means, have at it, so I can react to this godforsaken.
Yes. So, there's a devastating shortage of men who have their act together. According to a new study, that's it may not be so surprising to all the single ladies out there.
All the single ladies?
All the single ladies.
All the single ladies?
All the single ladies.
Put your hands up.
Yes.
Okay.
Research now suggests
Don't ask how I know that song.
TikTok.
Oh God. Yeah, that's
The recent year declines. The recent years decline in marriage rates could have something to do with the lack of economically attractive male spouses who can bring home the bacon. But I thought you women wanted to be part of the workforce.
I thought,
and
yeah,
bring
yeah,
home the
there's what
bacon.
happened
You wanted
to
to be the big.
independence.
I thought
and
you wanted to be the breadwinner of the families. Now that's
all
what are
women
you
are
doing?
hashtag all women are equal or whatever that was. Or
Yeah, hashtag all everyone's equal, equal pay or whatever for equal work.
Whatever that's called,
whatever
I know.
that is. Anyway, continuing forward with that,
Yes.
most American women hope to marry, but
Hold on.
yeah,
And what article is this again? Where does this from?
New York Post.
No, I mean the study.
The Journal of Family and Marriage.
See,
Kind of pushing a separate agenda there. Just saying. Separate agenda. What?
well, I was gonna say that.
What?
No, I was just reading. Doc Thompson got ran over by an Amtrak. It's not my number ticket or ticket number. However, I am willing to claim the prize.
Once again, you have to be the actual person to claim the prize, Doc. Thompson got run over by an Amtrak.
Good try.
Good try, though. Thank you. Thank you
try.
for being honest.
Good try.
Thank you for being honest.
Gotcha.
Okay.
But anyway, so no, what I find funny about this is it's the whole most women hope to marry. That's a lie. That is absolutely a lie. According to the standards that go on, that you see in the news and everywhere else, according to the media, women don't want to marry, especially a man.
right?
Because that just subjects her to the masculine toxic masculine
Toxic
toxicity.
masculinity.
There you go.
There it is. Maybe they clean it up.
Maybe let's go
keep on.
further. Let's
We'll
see what happens.
There you go. But
Okay, chicken butt.
current shortages of marriageable men. Yeah, marriageable men.
Is that even a word?
Yes.
I don't think it is. I think they made it
Marriage-able
crap up.
men.
That's the marrying kind,
That's right.
the kind you take home to mom.
That's right. There are not that many of them there. Men with stable jobs with a good income make this increasingly difficult, apparently. This is from the author of the journal,
Family and marriage.
Daniel Litcher.
So men with stable jobs and good income.
Litcher adds, unless your dream man is an Uber driver, the dearth of the would-be groom is prominent in the current gig economy of unstable, low-paying service jobs. Yeah. Once again, that was brought about by your crap.
Well, okay. I my problem with this is, and regardless of a truth or not to this whole thing,
Yes.
I'm not talking that just yet. I'm talking the sense of it.
Uh-huh.
That would be a personal problem.
Yes.
That is a men are not being
Responsible.
They did not make the wise enough choices
then
to
they're
move
not
forward.
men.
No, I agree.
They are male.
They are male. They're
Okay,
boys.
they're boys.
They're boys.
They're not men. If they haven't chosen to become responsible and fully responsible. Now, I will say this.
Mm-hmm.
The gig economy, if you do it right, you can make a really good living off of it.
Yes.
No joke. You can make a great living off of the gig economy if you know how to play the game. But you have too many guys that are sitting there, and I
Yep.
say guys
Boys.
loosely,
Boys.
sitting there on their TV playing video games 90% of the time, and then they go and they do Uber for just to pay
Couple
their
hours.
a
Yeah.
couple of hours a day just to pay their bills.
Yeah. Just to
And
keep
to
the
get
internet on.
and to get their new Xbox game while they sit in their mother's basement.
Yeah. Yeah. That's not how that works.
That's not because of. That is because of how they were raised,
Yep. That's how they were. Well, and then-
and it was because of the current society.
that's what I was getting ready to say. Because then you throw around and you start having situations where, like, oh, you can be on your parents' insurance until 25. You, oh, was it 26? Son of a bitch. Like that. But that's the kind of stuff that you allow. You start fostering this kind of stuff, and then why would you leave? Why would you try to make effort?
Why would you become
And then-
marriageable?
Yes. and by the
material-
time that
material,
you're marriageable, or of marriaging age,
you're gonna be
Then what?
You're still a child.
you're still a child. Mentally, society, socially, you're still a child.
Right.
you can't be surprised. But again, that's a parental problem. That's the parent's fault, and that's the guy's fault.
Right. And now we have comments over here. Actually,
Of course we
my
do.
mom actually commented.
Hi,
Said,
Mom.
Hi,
Hi,
Mom.
Mama Airy.
Said women mature faster than men.
They do.
True.
That is
very
absolutely true.
But
But if a man is not being challenged to grow,
then he won't.
it's just like everything else. They stay stunted.
That's it.
And girl, this can happen to girls too, which is not as prominent right now.
Stunted,
Thank you.
I'm sorry.
It's not as prominent right now because, sadly enough, because feminism is so strong right now. It's all about the women growing and becoming something
Right.
and pushing them and blah blah blah. We don't do that to men anymore because it's such a bad thing that a man wants to be in a spot of some kind of authority or power or
Right.
whatever.
And so this study for the Journal of Family and Marriage happens to show that there's a large deficit
Okay.
in the supply of potential male spouses.
There's another problem with all this. Is go back up to the top.
Yes.
And you'll read that the problem it has to do is based off of a stable job and a good income.
Right. Now, that's not supposed to be that's not how you're supposed to judge your man.
ding. That's
Because we've been told that the job shouldn't matter. We've been told by you
yeah.
and society that the job and how that man, the job that he has, should not be the deciding factor.
Well,
Women shouldn't be, and we know that this is fake, but what we're being told is that women aren't looking for the security blanket of a man to take care of them anymore. Why would they want that when they can do it all themselves?
yeah. So you're
Lady power.
Yeah. So you're literally getting what you're asking for, and then you're shocked when
When you're getting what you're asking for. When
this
you-
guy's over here is he's, like you said, playing video games in his mom's house, doing absolutely nothing, and you're shocked.
When you have a 37-year-old man-child who's never actually paid his own bills and the car that he has is 70 years old,
Wait, he would have a car?
it's his mom's.
Okay. I think that's a reach, but
The
sure.
car that he drives. He has a driver's license, probably.
Yeah, but that would require effort.
Not a lot.
Yeah.
He could have gotten it at 16 and just kept it.
Yeah.
Mm. I'm just saying, if you try to push the idea that a man doesn't have to be a man, and the worst thing for a man to be is a man,
Yeah.
then you're not going to get men. You are going to get boys who are so immature and depressed and completely crushed away from society that, they're not going to be marriage material because you, as the potential spouse lady, would have to actually make him a man at that point, which is, I thought, what you wanted to do.
Or you would have to adjust and do everything like you want to.
Right. Or you'd have to adjust and actually be the man of the house.
The man of the house, which then once you have that responsibility, nobody wants to do.
Rule number 5, Jacko. All this toxic masculinity on DOA show tonight is dangerous. Yes,
It is ma'am.
it is, ma'am. And yes, you are correct. And quote, many young men today have little to bring to the marriage bargain,
Okay.
especially as young women's education levels on average now exceed their male suitors. That is because, once again,
By design.
by design.
By design.
That is
Look,
by design.
there's another giant flaw in all this that I'm having a problem with.
Yes.
The whole point
Yes.
of marrying somebody,
Yes.
of entering into that type of a relationship
Right.
is because you love one another.
That's to
Becoming one. Now,
Right.
I get, does having a good stable job benefit the family? Absolutely. Does being an actual team player and a partner, to your spouse, is that beneficial? Absolutely.
Sure, yes.
But that's not, you're taking all of the byproducts and the side effects, as it were, of a marriage, and you're making that the core problem. The problem actually stems with, do you love this person or not? Because if you truly do, then it really doesn't matter if you make $1 million or if you live in a box under a bridge. You're going to be okay. That's the key of marriage, and then everything else you work together as that team, as that single unit, to
Yes.
build to whatever you want.
Right. Now, just to step back and go over to the MeWe's, there's been a lot of conversation going on. Attack Yuki over on the MeWe says, I love toxic masculinity. The smell. You're welcome.
Oh, you're being called out.
What am I being called out
Doc
for?
Thompson got run over by an Amtrak. I am now convinced that Steven is getting part of his talking points from his listeners. My last tweet is proof.
Wait, what?
That
tweet?
would be his last tweet. I'm about to read to you.
Okay.
Are you telling me that that the unemployed male that plays Xbox all day and lives in his mother's basement is not marriage material? How shocking.
Wow, you were pretty much on point. Good job, buddy.
Just saying.
That's good. No, I didn't catch that. I hadn't read anything.
He actually
like,
had notes.
Like, I've got him as proof. I wasn't reading
He
that.
didn't read that. He was reading everything else. I saw that. But that was funny how the...
That's good job.
You know what they say? All great minds think alike.
Yes,
So,
they do. They do.
just saying. But it's so stupid. You've complained about this, and this is the world that people, and I say people, this is the world that supposedly society has asked for. Ladies, the feminists, this is what they've asked for, and now that they're getting it, suddenly it's not, the grass is not necessarily greener as they thought it was. Yes, thank you.
Thank you, man.
It's more of a brown.
Oh, that's not.
It's kind of dried, and
Yeah. No, I'm not doing a bell for that.
I didn't ask you to.
I'm just.
It is kind of curly and smells funny.
Aw.
I have my own bell.
I know you do.
Just saying.
Look, if you're tired of this crap, maybe you should actually put your money where your mouth is.
That's called raising your child. Oh, you're doing a commercial. I'm so
Yes.
sorry. I thought we were.
Well,
rolling
first
on.
off, raise your child. Secondly, put your money where your mouth is. If you don't want to support companies that support people who think this way, maybe you should support by changing your cell phone company.
Maybe
You
to
should
who?
move over to Patriot Mobile.
Really?
You see, as conservatives, they stand and fight for our freedoms. Well, we have, they have tons and tons for their members. Patriot Mobile is more than just like,
Members.
thank you. They don't do things like support a Biden campaign rally.
Really? A Biden campaign rally?
They don't support Biden campaign rallies. Bryson.
But wait! There's more!
Instead, what they do is they provide great service to you while also protecting your First Amendment, Second Amendment, life in general, and including prior to birth, and so much more. It's a conservative company here in America that'll help support you, your family, and your rights while you support them and get their service. It's patriotmobile.com/mojo50, patriotmobile.com/mojo50, or call them at 1-877-367-7524. Check them out today. Use the promo code 5 when you call or when you go through to the website, and you can get a Moto Z3 Play for only $5 a month. It's promo code 5 for $5 a month. Boom. Check them out today. patriotmobile.com/mojo50.
That's true.
Just saying. Just saying.
Yes.
Doc Thompson got run over by an Amtrak. Be careful what you wish for, because the grass is always greener over top of the septic tank.
Right. And it smells like poo.
It does smell like poo, and then it gets in your shoes, and you track it into the house, and once it's in the house, you can never get that smell out.
By the way, we're very happy to hear that Homeward Bound Slug is actually in her new home.
Yay!
Yay! In New Mexico.
Yay!
Now she has contraband weapons that are no longer contraband.
Yay! Just saying.
Good for you. Also, she was asking, how do I raise my hands if I have no hands? Put your hands up. See? Because she's a slug.
I get it, but
Can't.
the way the song goes, but you put them up in the club.
But she doesn't have
Well,
hands.
but I got that. Well,
she has no hands, dude.
has she?
It's a slug.
Have you not watched Turbo?
No hands.
Have you not watched the
Yeah.
cartoon Turbo?
No hands.
Yes, but they use their eye stalks as hands.
Oh, that's weird.
It is weird, actually. Because all I can think about is you just touch that with your eyeball,
Ugh.
and you're
Stop.
that small. Like
Stop touching things with your eyes.
that's you.
This is not Japan,
So
and we are not into
nasty.
that freaky crap. And if anybody knows what I'm talking about, shame on you.
I do. Doc Thompson, one more time, got ran over by an Amtrak. He's not, didn't one more run.
One more
right?
time, yeah.
Doc Thompson got ran over by an Amtrak. When you try to socially construct anti-male, anti-masculine society, you get people like this who are not marriage material, then I guess you're just got what you asked for.
Yes.
So,
You can always get what you want.
no, you can't always get what you want, but you definitely get what you need.
If you try sometime. Just might find. Mm-hmm. UCLA professor says, I don't see the Second Amendment as an absolute, just like I don't see the First Amendment as absolute. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yai?
University of California, Los Angeles professor is calling not only for gun control, but also, quote, qualifications
Yes.
to freedom of speech in order to combat mass shootings fueled by racism.
Uh-huh.
A phenomenon, he says, has only come to light since... Any guesses? Any guesses? Any guesses? Wronged President Donald Trump's election. God bless him.
Every time.
This is...
Every
Not
time.
today, Satan. Not today. This... Ay, Dios mío. Qualifications. He says and in parentheses, qualifications for freedom of speech. UCLA professor Douglas Kellner, oh bless your heart,
Doug Kell.
states that until just 2 years ago,
2 years.
quote, all of the previous shootings were rather divorced from socio-political factors.
Bull hockey.
Really? What happened to
What happened to all the shootings?
No, hold on. So let's go specifically,
Step by step.
day by day.
Thank you.
I almost kept going there. What about the and her name escapes me because I get her mixed up with another lady. The one that got shot in Arizona. The senator, remember?
Yes.
Remember that?
Yes.
Where was Trump then? That
Not-
was
not
tad before him, wasn't it?
Not present.
It wasn't present. No, okay.
No, not there.
Let's see. What about when Reagan got shot?
Not president.
Not president.
No.
Okay. So that wasn't it. Let's
No.
see. I feel like we're going further back.
I think we can.
We are. We're going much further back. There we go. So it enlighten me as to how those are not socio-political factors,
Right.
but these are. And what's funny is the guys that are actually committing these things really don't have any kind of a, I don't know, not to say a vendetta, but a manuscript. What the hell am I thinking of? The word I'm thinking of. Not a manuscript. Never mind. Point is,
I don't know.
the stuff that is going down currently, they do have, there might be a tad bit of it, but it's because of the fact that people have been so divided and pushed to stay divided.
Gabby Giffords.
Gabby Giffords.
Thank
Thank you. We've been pushed to stay apart. We're not allowed to talk to anybody. We're not allowed to come to terms or try to come to any kind of an agreement or common ground or work on anything.
Manifesto.
Thank you. God, but this is, I'm telling you.
He's been dead today.
Mondays are crappy enough it is. Today is just an extra crappy day. Bear with me, and I apologize. But yeah, no, you've set this stuff up. We've been told that we have to stay divided, that you can't talk to that guy over there because he hates you. You know what this really is? If you stop and think about this, the crap that's going on right now, whether about politics or about anything that's going on currently right now,
Yes.
is the same crap that they fed people, the American people, during the Vietnam War.
Yes.
That
So,
guy way over there
is bad.
who you've never met, who's
Bad.
never met you,
Horrible.
who doesn't know you from Adam, is coming here to rape, pillage, and kill and steal all of your
No
stuff. So
good,
you,
very bad things.
Yes. So you go over there and take care of him first.
Right.
That's exactly what happened.
Well,
That's
so-
what we're doing here.
Hold on. Kellner asserts that
Oh,
this
you can-
phenomenon of mass shootings was motivated by racist ideas, largely isolated in the instances since Trump.
Because you guys have created it.
That's right.
You forced racism to be a thing. It was gone in the 90s.
You don't get it. We're gonna finish this up here on the other side.
Don't go anywhere. Stay. We'll be right back.
See, where I'm going with this
I know where you're going.
I'm going to the 60s and the
I know where
the
you're going.
1800s and then
I don't want to
slaves and
go because this is
I wanna go.
this so makes me mad.
Ooh, one day.
I swear,
By the moon and the stars in the sky.
I'll be there.
Thank you. I was gonna have to finish it myself.
The earliest known, and we'll read this. Doc Thompson got ran over by an Amtrak. The earliest known attempt at a school shooting was prevented because all of the students were armed due to the intruder and told him to leave. Or who drew on the intruder and told him to leave.
Yes.
That was also back there. Used to be a spot where schools actually taught
Riflery.
how to shoot and
Yes.
everything else, and we don't do that anymore. We don't.
Nope.
But we don't do that either. We don't teach our kids anything that's actually, beneficial to them to be independent.
Positive?
Well, not even just positive. We don't teach our kids to be independent. Quite the contrary. We teach them in every way to be dependent on this government program or that government program.
Are you saying that you want to be Miss Independent?
I'm not now. Well, no, hell no. I'm not going there. No. Dear God, no. Ugh.
Hey, man, it's a song.
I
and
know
it's a
it is,
reference.
but
This is how I work.
This is how we roll. This is how we roll.
Oh, this is how we roll. That's another.
All right, Florida Georgia line.
Thank you.
I knew that, so I kept trying to say it, and I was waiting for you.
I know. I was going there. I was there.
Just a long way to the well.
Yes. A long time coming.
Chris is over there laughing. Heck on it.
Love that guy.
He set this junk up.
All right.
Trigger Dylan. That's what you do.
That's all we do.
all
It's-
you
all right.
do.
We're coming back here in a few seconds. And we're back.
I really don't know how to take that.
As honesty,
I feel like I need a cigar now.
you do need a cigar now. Can we just get you
I-
what he's talking about is slightly venomous Kirk over on the MeWe says, okay, on the YouTube now, Dylan looks like a young Fidel Castro. And
Viva la revolucion! Actually,
that
he was.
sounded terrible.
I know. It sounded more like a
Sounded bad.
bad chipmunk.
It was bad. And by the way, Kirk, this is for you.
That's true.
It is true.
Uh-huh.
That's fine. It's one of those. Oh, thing. Now everyone's joining in. They're like, oh my God, I can certainly see it.
Yeah, see, that's what happens. That's what happens. Do you want to continue with this?
Sure, let's knock this out of the park because
Okay,
this
well,
is.
well. Before we do,
the
let's
fun is only beginning.
Let's knock something else out of the park.
Oh, I
Or-
still have Bella Warrior. Then go for it.
Let's do it. Atrantil is an amazing product. If you have issues, I don't know, taking the Browns to the Super Bowl,
Dropping the kids off at the pool.
any of those things, I could keep on going.
Oh,
but
we can.
I'm not going to. Maybe you have issues with your energy levels. You're not thinking straight, thinking clearly, things like that. Maybe you should try Atrantil. See, Atrantil is a blend of polyphenols. It's something that you should take every day because your body just doesn't get the nutrition that it needs to actually run properly, as it were. You see, inside of your body, there is your gut. And inside of your gut,
Wait,
there's a biome.
there's a gut in your
gut.
What?
Gut.
I
Like you
didn't
have your
notice.
stomach and you've got the intestines, and inside of the intestines and the stomach and all the rest of it, there's a biome of these microorganisms. And if you don't feed them right, they slowly destroy you.
So what you're saying is instead of eating what you feed it, it eats you.
Kinda, and
Basically.
and it becomes bad, and then it gets decayed, and it starts. It's bad stuff. You
Okay.
should instead feed it the good stuff that it needs. A polyphenol blend from Atrantil is one of those things that will help produce good flora, bacteria in your body. Check them out at lovemytummy.com/mojo. That's lovemytummy.com/mojo.
Peekapool, Snarky Jackal. The AI Thesaurus program is not working tonight.
Yes, that's true.
yeah,
It's very true.
It's not a good night.
No, that's true. We told you he's a little off.
I'm a lot off, actually. But
Stop it. Little off kilter.
That's a tad.
That's all right.
About a
Helter skelter.
Okay, we're going into this crap still.
Let's go back into this.
So Kellner was inserting a phenomenon.
He was asserting.
Oh, asserting. It's,
Asserting, not inserting.
I don't know. With the stuff coming out of his mouth, sounds more like an insert. But
Well, yes, he said that the phenomenon of mass. Say that like 10 times.
See, God.
Phenomenon. Dun, dun,
Da-na-na-na.
of mass shootings is motivated by racism and racist ideas, largely isolated to the incidents occurring since Trump.
Yeah, and that's actually true. And
No.
you want to? Well, no, it is.
No.
Why is it true?
No.
Because people who are opposed to Trump or opposed to the other side, that's what all of them are doing. Look at Antifa.
Stop it.
Come on.
Stop it.
Come on.
Stop.
Come on.
Stop.
I'm just saying.
Come on, Eileen. Oh, I swear. At this moment, I'm going to drop a truth bomb. Racism has been prevalent in
wait.
all societies since the Tower of Babel.
Shut your mouth.
The idea of racism, the idea of
Yes.
otherism
Yep.
has been prevalent and part of the instances of chaos and death and shootings and motivations since the Tower of Babel.
Yep. Because it's gone back. I mean, look at, and go from there. Let's take one just a tad, a little bit closer to home. I say
Sure.
closer home. Let's move a little bit
Sure.
further, closer
Let's-
in time.
little
let's
sooner,
go to
little sooner.
the. And again, this is biblical, but let's go.
Most
to,
of us weren't here during biblical
No,
times.
but
so
we'll still
but-
bring it up anyway. Let's look at the Jews in Egypt for
Sure.
400 years were
Sure.
slaves.
Slaves.
Why? Because they were Jews.
No.
Yes, it's funny how that pops out there like that.
No.
You know, there's all kinds of things. The Irish
Yeah.
were I'm sorry, the Scottish.
The
How'd I
Irish.
get 'em?
No,
It
it
was
was
the
the
Irish.
Irish. It was the Irish.
Sold into slavery.
Yes.
Down in the Bahamas.
Yes.
You know, this stuff has gone on. There has always been a level of one society gets way, and this is, again, very layman's terms. One society gets way too big for its britches, thinks it's way better than everybody else, and it enacts it just because they think they are. And it's always been there. It's always been a problem. Even back in, and I remember when I was growing up, like in my teenage years. Oh my God! I remember growing up in like the 80s, the 90s. Like it was gone. I thought it was gone because I even made comments and I was like, "Wow, this is nice." This kind of stuff is
Right.
over with, and it was until you get to a point where some of these older generations and other people are like, "You know what? No.
It's
Y'all
not.
are getting along way too well.
And then
Let
they
me
start
tell you
crap.
what happens." And then
they start crap.
Yes, and you
again.
instigate.
So up until I was about 25. Up until I was about 25. 25. I would say, quote unquote, race relations, which by the way is just relations between people with different skin colors,
Yeah.
because we're not different races.
Human race. We're not. Yes.
If we were different races, we wouldn't be able to procreate between colors.
Yeah, actually, the racism and actual literal term is like us against a dog.
Right.
Like I hate,
That's a race.
that's a race. Yeah,
It's between me and that cat over there.
that.
If I hate that cat, that is actual racism.
Yeah, weird. But see, nobody. Again, if you went to school, if you actually paid attention, if you weren't doing the Common Core crap, you would know this.
Right. That's
not being
race,
taught anything.
because we're all the human race.
Yes.
So once again, you're talking about skin color.
You're talking about pigment,
You're talking about one iota
not even an iota. It's like an eighth of an iota.
of what you are made of.
Yes, and it's this,
Your color,
the
the amount of melanin in your skin.
Yep. It's
That
the
is
same-
what we are fighting over.
it's the same thing as they argue and fight over about the homosexuality.
Yes.
And even that's just as equally stupid because that's a preference thing that you in most cases can't control either. Sometimes you can,
Correct.
but for the most part, like most you like pineapple on pizza.
Yes.
Then
No, I
then that's what you like, and if you don't, then you don't, and you can't really force it or make that happen. It's the same thing in this. we're people.
Yes.
You can choose to like somebody because of who they are.
Mm-hmm.
And they, again, going back to what I was trying to say with the gays and the LGBTQ LMNOPs.
Them gays.
Yes, it's not that what your sexual preference is, what you like to do in the bedroom does not define you.
Right.
It's not who you are. That is literally, it's less than an iota of a sliver of who you are. You know,
It's an action you take.
if you see someone being bullied, what do you do? That determines who you are. If you have an opportunity to tell the truth about a situation, that's, who you are. That defines you. Your character defines who you are, not your preference or not your skin color or your choice in clothes or your preference in TV shows or whatever. Mm-hmm. Your character does. And the question is what is anybody doing about their character? Because that's something that's been long forgotten.
Yeah.
God, I need...
Yeah, I think you need less coffee.
Jesus,
I think you need less coffee.
I need... You know what I wish today? I had nicotine. And I know I don't need it, and I'm not going to have it, but God, I wish I had some right now.
Nope, no nicotine for you.
No.
Hey, how about this? Would you like a Bible song instead?
Hey, if you're happy and okay.
Red and yellow,
Yellow,
black and white,
they are precious in His sight.
There you go.
Jesus loves the little children of the world.
That's right, because we're all
Yeah,
the same.
Jesus does, but apparently we could give a flying rat's tail about anybody else.
Right.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the sad part.
That's why we're idiots
That's
as a society. We are morons as a society. And speaking of red, yellow, black, and white,
If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
exactly most of those colors you can get as a cat cooler.
Say it isn't so, Timmy.
It is so, Timmy.
Excuse me while I whip this out.
Oh, goodness.
I really do want a cat cooler, though.
I do, too.
Oh, it's so nice.
I know.
They're rugged. They keep your ice cold for up to 7 days. They're made in the United States. They're fully customizable. And like I said, they come in white, black, yellow, and camouflage.
But wait, there's more.
That's right. They have a lifetime warranty on these things.
I
That's
know I
right.
shouldn't make you wait, but it's so funny to
Just
watch you
turn
do
me
it.
and
And
do that. I actually do that on point
I know,
because I
and
know
I'm
you're
like,
waiting.
and
I
I'm
know.
waiting, like
I know. You're waiting for me to do
I
the
know
thing.
when to hit the button, but it's just funny. Go ahead. Sorry.
I know you're. See, that's the thing. That's part of the comedy. Why are we explaining this? Thank you. Good. Finally. Okay. They have a lifetime warranty, which means it doesn't matter what you do to this thing. If it breaks, they will fix it. Or send you a brand new one.
No, so it's, instead of if they build it, you will come. It's
If you break it,
they will replace it.
They will replace it, yes. Go to catcoolers.com. It's catcoolers.com. If you use the promo code Steven, that's my name, STEVEN. You can get 10% off on your purchase when you buy over at catcoolers.com, promo code Steven.
Oh, homeward bound slug.
Oh.
Why do you think I decry racism as a cultural construct?
It is a cultural construct.
It is.
You
Absolutely.
are correct.
It's
completely.
it's something that is pushed on other people because there's constantly, if you watch it, there are videos all over the place. There was one just on Twitter just a little ago that we saw of two little kids, two little boys, a black boy and a white boy, running to meet each other, grasping each other, and giving a big hug, and then sharing candy and
Chocolate.
playing
Ooh, sharing chocolate.
all on their own.
Right.
Nobody told them
To do that.
to do it or not to do it.
They were just across from each other.
And they like, ooh, it's another person.
Yay, let me go see the other person. They didn't care. And I know we got on the race topic, but we were actually talking about gun rights and things like that. So going back to that.
Going back to the guns.
Uh,
Bless you. Good Lord.
Wow. My wife almost fell over with a
Holy
sneeze.
smokes.
Jeez.
That's a good one if it takes you off your feet.
That's whew.
That was some flying nun stuff there for a minute there.
All right. Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick,
Oh, good old Dan Patrick.
which he's been pretty conservative for the most part.
Yeah, sure.
Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick, also known as the nation's lieutenant governor. He's willing to compromise on a few things with gun rights.
Oh, he is.
Yeah.
Oh, he is. Okay.
Yeah.
Like how exactly?
Well, you know,
saying,
look.
is it any more cowbell?
No.
Look.
He says, I'm a solid NRA guy.
Okay, stop. Right there. Anytime you have to announce something about yourself or kind of, hey guys, I really like cake.
Hey.
There's
Hey.
a butt coming.
Look. I'm not a racist.
Exactly. Anytime you have to make some kind of a proclamation like that about yourself
You
as a
are.
lead off,
You aren't. Whatever you said you were,
you're not.
you're not. And whatever you said you aren't, you are.
Yeah, whatever you lead with like there is a lie. Pure and simple.
Yes.
Like that's psychology 101.
Uh-huh. So he says,
Look.
and he actually said, look.
Yeah, he did.
I'm a solid NRA guy,
Lies and slander. Oh.
but not expanding the background check to eliminate the stranger to stranger sale makes no sense to me and most folks.
Who's most folks? Because I find a big problem with that.
With all due respect,
Right.
Texas Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick's proposal would resurrect the same broken Bloomsburg-funded failures that were attempted under Obama administration. Quote, like most political gambles, Lieutenant Governor's solution precedes his possessions of the facts, including the critical concession that the Obama administration made. Criminalizing private firearms transfers would require a massive governmental gun registration.
Yes,
scheme.
and that's all it is. And it's bureaucracy at its finest. It's extra money that they think they can milk it, blah, 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 blah.
This man does like milking.
He looks like he does,
He's
too.
a cattleman.
He is.
Oh.
He loves to get his hands on some teats. The thing about it is that I'm all about, doing things the smart way. You need to be protective, and there's certain things that you have to, wear rubber. No, I'm kidding. But this doesn't do it. This whole, we have to stop the sale, a private sale between two people. I don't know how it is anywhere else, but in North Carolina, if you turn around and you sell a gun privately to someone else, you're as the whoever the gun was, the permit used to buy said gun. That's who's responsible for it.
Yes.
Unless. So let me break it down this way. So if I sell Steven a gun,
Yes.
I purchased it with my permit and I sell it to him.
Yes.
He turns around and goes and robs somebody. That gun is going to be traced back to me. The only thing that could keep me out of any bit of trouble, theoretically, would be if I had made a bill of sale. Otherwise,
Right. Otherwise, it's still his
on
gun.
it's my gun. It's on me. So that you leave it there. Or he could turn around and then use a permit to register it under his name if he
Yes.
wants to play legal.
Right.
There are steps already in place
Yes.
to be able to fix this. To expand the background check is not going to do anything. Because it's not going to catch. It's not going to catch somebody who's mentally unstable. It's not going to fix anything when somebody turns around and has a moment of emotional, uncontrollable emotional outburst. where
Here's
they
what
just
it's
go,
not going to
"Arr!"
fix. It's not going to fix any illegal action that is currently on the book, that is currently happening with the current law set.
Well, it's not
It
yet.
will not fix any of that.
No, because the 250,000 other laws haven't done it yet. What makes you think this will?
It won't.
It doesn't do that way. It's again,
You can't.
it's
It
a
won't.
heart
It doesn't.
situation. It's always been a heart thing, and it will always be a heart thing until the world ends and we're back in glory with God. Like that's until that happens. This is kind of what we're stuck with.
I mean, my heart will go on.
And oh God, you know what? I was cool until you brought Celine Dion into this.
Well, it's just a tie.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Well,
Hell no.
yes.
Not to no.
Not today, Satan.
No, I'm not even. That's not. No. I think you're gonna have to write like a paragraph or two later. I will not bring up Celine Dion
Fine.
during the show ever again.
You know what? I
I'll want it 100 times.
I might make something sweet to eat later.
No, that's not gonna work.
Yeah, it will.
No, it won't.
Yeah, it will.
Depends on what it is.
You can absolutely.
Depends on what it is.
Swedish scientist promotes.
Ooh, is that? Wait, Swedes make chocolate, don't
Oh,
they?
they do, but this guy isn't.
Oh,
The
so-
most gruesome solution for fighting climate change.
Wait a minute. So it's again, it's sweeted, so they make chocolate,
But
so
it's
got-
gruesome.
so maybe it's like chocolate flavored. I don't know.
What?
Vegetables?
Nope.
Poo?
Nope. Nope. Whatever you're thinking, no. The answer's no. A Swedish behavioral scientist from Stockholm School of Economics. Can I just want a scientist from a school of economics? Okay, just getting there. Just wanted to.
Out of Stockholm. That's okay.
Yeah, he might have that syndrome. Anyway,
I was just thinking that too. Well, what else are you gonna do?
I know.
Sweden.
Yeah,
God bless them.
Swedes and their chocolate.
Their chocolate and their pocket knives.
They have. He has a very economical suggestion for fighting climate change.
Oh, good, good.
Yes.
Tell us, Swedish Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Globen, gleben, globen. No, it don't. Thank you, Swedish chef.
Ironically enough, that's fitting to this too.
I know. That's the best part. He says eating human flesh.
Oh, good.
Yes.
Because why not?
Well, you know, every woman likes a good meat in her mouth.
Here's the part that is really that I don't grasp, and I don't know if, and maybe it's because he's Swedish and he doesn't speak English. But we've all been told that who was it? Was it Buttigieg? You eat meat and you have plastic straws. You're the problem with climate change.
Then he eats meat, has
As
plastic straws.
So this guy from Sweden then says to eat human flesh. Last time I checked, human flesh is meat.
Not only is it meat, but it's also corrosive to your mind. See, the
Well,
proteins...
no, we're not going that part. I'm
Okay,
just
fine,
let's
fine.
start it. We're
Okay,
literally
let's start
This
at
is
that.
ground level.
Ground
this
level.
is this
Yeah.
is 2-year-old.
It's meat.
Stuff. It's meat. Thank you. So, how come eating human meat is okay,
Uh-huh.
but eating cow meat is not?
Well, first of all, that's not good.
Especially
because-
considering the fact that they used to say that. Remember, they were talking about needing to plug up cows' butts because of the methane. So, shouldn't you be eating the cows, which therefore saves the grass for the vegans? This
Look, first off...
this is
you
like
should
6
never-
steps to Kevin Bacon, but they're like not 6 steps. It's more like
Six steps to carving bacon.
no. I was gonna say it's more like 6 steps with one leg. More of a hop and
It's a hobble.
and a tilter, and you just bam right in the face, and it's.
Suddenly
This is so confusing to me.
tilted.
Pick it. Oh God. Pick something for God's sake. Is eating meat and all of this stuff? Is that really a problem or not?
Yes.
Because if you're going to say that it's humans and you're going to stick to humans,
Yes.
then stop trying to nitpick on all this other crap.
See, the funny thing is, he's talking. So this
And he's
bring-
an economic guy, by the way.
no, he's an economic.
He's
but-
turned into the Swedish
okay,
chef.
So stop. Okay. Here's what this brings me to. Okay, I want you to follow this trail with me. Okay. You see, this guy is bringing it up seriously.
Sure he is.
This is a serious topic for him to raise.
And I'm sure we all need to give it the respect it deserves.
It is, but
You can't say raise and then say but. I'm sorry. It
that's
doesn't
fine.
work that way.
It's fine. There was an old English satirist, person who wrote in only satire.
Satirist.
Yeah, a satirist.
That's what I said.
Yes.
I thought a satirist was like the car that you buy that they don't make anymore.
No, that's a Saturn.
Close. So I thought. Someone who drives a Saturn is a satirist. A satirist.
Satirist.
Go ahead.
That's a satirist.
I'm more of a sadist, but anyway, go ahead.
Sure, you're not a Satanist?
God, ooh, that's for if you're dyslexic. Is Santis?
Oh, that's Santist. Uh-huh. Okay, anyway. He and I read one of the things that he wrote. He actually got in major trouble for this because people thought that he was being serious when he wrote this originally. It was back in the Middle Ages, and they were talking about running out of space and running out of meat at the same time. They were running out of space and running out of meat.
In the medieval, in
England.
In England, yeah.
In England,
During
okay?
the Dark Ages.
Well, not really the Dark Ages. More like right as the Industrial Revolution was happening
Oh,
in that sort of area.
Gotcha.
So they were coming out of the Dark Ages
gotcha.
and into the Industrial Revolution.
Gotcha.
A lot of high rises and things like that.
There was a high riser 12.
A lot of smoke.
Yeah.
And there was a lot of people, and there was a lot less food, and they were running out of meat. And so this guy decided, okay, well, you have all these people talking about abortions. You have all these people talking about running out of meat.
Yep.
Why don't we just boil the babies? That was the premise of his entire paper, but his paper was completely satire. It was to prove a point that you are a moron if you think this way.
Sad part is there are people who
We've come back to that.
Yeah. And this guy's serious. This guy's serious.
He's serious.
He
This
thinks
is
it's
not
a novel
satire.
idea. You
This
want
is
to?
not satire. And first of all, it's not novel because it came about back in the industrial age of Britain.
Yeah. So it's just so stupid.
You are a freaking moron. Swedish chef.
I
Yes, it's Swiss knives, by the way. Swiss knives. You said knives and talked about Swedish knives. There are no Swedish.
oh that's
Swiss
you're
knives.
right. Of course, Swiss. I get them mixed. And Swiss do to chocolate, not the Swedes.
Yeah, Swedes do other stuff.
Sweden the one with the wooden shoes, the windmills? Heidi.
All right.
I'm guessing.
I'm
I think.
gonna let you dive into this.
I'll
You're fine. That's
dive
how you're
somewhere.
going somewhere.
But yeah, no, we've come full circle from complete, hey, look, you guys trying to prove a point and be more to hey, let's boil and eat human flesh. I don't.
No, Mom. His name was not Bernie Sanders. Good guess though.
No, he's anti-meat, so he's not going to.
Is he anti-meat?
I think only.
I thought he liked
no.
the meats.
No, that would be
Especially-
Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez.
I thought he was very fond of the smoked meats.
Oh, that's nasty. The bad part about it is, like I said, there are people who listen to this guy from Sweden and this scientist,
IKEA.
behavioral scientist from a school of economics, which, oh my
That's
God.
enough. That's too much. I guess we'll do those other two tomorrow. That's fine.
Why not?
No, we'll do this tomorrow.
That's fine.
Yeah.
No, this is amazing. Again, like I've said before, intelligence, knowledge is circular. There is a point where you can know so much you become stupid.
Yes.
Because the problem is you're not being open-minded anymore. You're just convinced you know everything.
You know enough to where you think you know enough
Yeah.
to not actually integrate yourself into society.
Yep.
And try and test your theories.
The moment that you know enough, think you know enough, is the moment you should be realizing you don't know your ass from a hole in the ground. You can quote me on that one.
Yes.
And somebody will too.
They will. They will.
Some smart
They
aleck
will.
is already memeing it right now.
You can quote me on it.
You can quote me on it.
And you can quote me on it. Oh yeah, here's a meme of you quoting it now.
Oh, it'll be all over
It's
the
there.
interwebs
and
tomorrow.
it's gonna be you in the yoga pants too.
It will be too.
Because that's the best one to use.
I know.
Now, before we
Damn
do
it.
go, you guys do need to check this out. There's a company out there called Combat Flip Flops. They are an amazing company with what they do. Not only do they build communities, but they also fund education in the areas that they're in. Their entire premise is business, not bullets. What does that mean for you? Well, it means that if you support them, you are supporting American veterans who have gone through tours of duty
Thank you.
in war-torn areas, and they've seen the destruction. Not only have they seen the destruction, but they've gone through and they've decided that they're going to set up shop in those areas, help those people understand what we as Americans actually do, not just go and destroy them, but build them back up from the ground level. Give them jobs, give them education so they can turn around and educate their children in the coming generations. It's an amazing idea, an amazing setup that they have. Go check them out. Go to combatflipflops.com. It's combatflipflops.com. If you use the promo code Defender25, you can get 25% off your first purchase. Combatflipflops.com. Check them out today. What are you laughing at?
I thought a satirist was a mythical animal that had goat legs and a human top or something like that. That was from Doc Thompson got ran over by an Amtrak. You know what? I forgot all about that one. You're absolutely right. That was didn't he help train Hercules and all that jazz? Isn't that how that worked out?
I thought that was a satirist.
Doc Thompson got ran over by an Amtrak. Dylan, it is better to say they don't know their hole from an ass in the ground. That way, you can see if they actually are listening to what you're saying. This is true.
Yes. Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, that is true.
That is absolutely true.
That's absolutely done.
I can't. That was a fast daggone hour.
Yeah. We only went through 4 stories. Isn't that crazy? We
It is.
only
Well,
burned 4 stories.
That's good because it'll give us something to talk about tomorrow with Carrie.
Yeah, that's true.
It's one of those days. Holy smokes.
All right. Well, anyway, let's get to our bell counts from this weekend.
Good evening, Mojo 50. I'm Leprechaun, and here with your bell count grade for the day. Today is Monday, September 9th, 2019. We had 21 missed innuendo bells.
Ooh.
103 actual bells. 6 horns. 5 rim shots. 2, oh my gosh. 1 wah-wah.
He's adding more stuff now.
1 AOC. 1 creepy Uncle
Gonna run out of
Joe,
time.
and 2 maracas.
See y'all tomorrow.